Thank you very much, Kim. And I don't know if you were watching earlier this morning, but Chrissy has been out at High Park in Toronto, and earlier this morning, she actually got kicked by a baby deer. We're going to replay that for you coming up at the bottom of the hour. But first, let's see what else Chrissy got up to. I actually took my daughter out there back on Monday. It's a great time for kids, even little ones. High pressure is in place today and tomorrow, and it looks like at some point Saturday we may see a thunder shower. Better chance, though, rain and thunderstorms for Sunday. Did I mention it's going to be extremely humid this weekend? By Saturday, 29 degrees in Toronto will feel like the upper 30s and stay that humid all weekend. We'll talk more about your Labor Day long weekend forecast coming up, but you know, I've actually been working on some new top 5 videos, and did you know, because I did not know this, Windsor, right here in southern Ontario, has the warmest average temperatures through the fall season. I thought it would be somewhere in British Columbia. We'll have more weather details here in southern Ontario coming up. First, I want to see what Chrissy got up to at High Park this morning. Don't forget, join us at the bottom of the hour. We have a flashback of what happened to Chrissy earlier this morning when she got kicked by one of the animals. I don't think you're going to want to miss it, and don't worry, she's okay. But as Chrissy was suggesting, high pressure is in place today, even tomorrow. As we head into Saturday, there is a slight risk for a pop-up shower or thunder shower, but the better chance for us, showers and thunderstorms on Sunday, just because it is going to be so hot and humid. And if you plan on heading up to the cottage this weekend, it is going to be a soggy one. Don't go anywhere. Your long-range forecast is next. Now that you've just seen that top 5, we need to focus on our forecast here in southern Ontario. But before I get into the details, have you heard what happened to Chrissy this morning at Hyde Park in Toronto? She thought, what a great opportunity. I'm here. I get to feed a baby deer. And then this happens.
I have a very special guest with me. I have Noelle, who's a baby reindeer, a calf, born here at the High Park Zoo, 3.5 months old. And guess what? She is bottle fed, and it's time for breakfast, Noelle. What's this? What do I have? Oh, there we go. So that's the push that they do. And now she's just enjoying her breakfast. Come on. Oh, she wants to eat the microphone instead, maybe. There we go. So we're going to be spending the morning here at the High Park Zoo. Coming up, we'll also be feeding the llamas, and you have the chance to come down as well. 7 o'clock, they open. It is a free adventure for the family. Perfect to have a little staycation in the city. I'm sorry, it's done.
Oh, that was actually my first time seeing it. I had seen the picture on Twitter, but that poor Chrissy, she said she tried to get back up again, and then the deer kept getting her back down. I love that. I'm sure it'll be available on our website later today. High pressure, though, in place for southern Ontario. Great day today, great day tomorrow. And then we head into the weekend and things get a little bit messier, especially if you're planning on heading up to the cottage. It is going to be hot and humid if you're heading to cottage country, but it's also going to be a fairly soggy weekend, really beginning through the day Saturday. The further north you go, the more likely you are to see all of that heavy rain. There's a risk for a shower or thunder shower here across the GTA. The bigger story is that it's going to be hot, feeling like the upper 30s, and then we still have that risk for showers and thunderstorms as we head into Sunday. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a closer look at your forecast coming up, but thank you very much, Kim. And if you're interested on hearing more about your Labor Day long weekend forecast, it is very interesting. Good chance for thunderstorms in southwestern Ontario and heavy rain around Georgian Bay. You have to stick around for those details. First, let's check in with Chrissy and see what kind of animals she was hanging out with. Thank you very much, Chrissy. I wanted to skip ahead to our long-range forecast here. And Chrissy mentioned high pressure is in place today and tomorrow, looking great. And then we have the rain showers moving in. More so for cottage country through the Nickel Belt. We have a slight risk of a shower Saturday, better chance for Sunday, and it is humid all weekend. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a closer look at our forecast. Now that you've seen those top 5 videos, let's focus on our forecast here in southern Ontario. And today and tomorrow, there's not an awful lot to say. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures just slightly below our seasonal average, but for many of us, that's comfortable. The bigger story is the Labor Day long weekend. It looks as though for Saturday we have a risk of showers and thunderstorms, predominantly because it's so hot and humid. And it's going to be hot and humid in through cottage country, but we're closer to the low in around Muskoka and around Georgian Bay. And so there's a better chance for those heavier, steadier rain showers if you happen to be heading to the cottage this weekend. Now, even though we have a risk for showers and thunderstorms in the GTA for Saturday, the better chance is actually going to be Sunday. Have you seen your humidex values in Toronto? Feeling like 37, 36 all weekend long, and the same goes for Hamilton as well, feeling closer to 40 as we start the Labor Day long weekend. We are talking reindeer games. Poor Chrissy Van was out in Toronto this morning. If this video does not go viral, I'd be shocked.
I can't, if this does not, you're right. This is YouTube waiting to happen. Let's start right now by taking a look at what we were talking about. It is, but it isn't, but it is.
Yes.
Christabel.
Yeah, because you have to remember, just because a storm doesn't make landfall, it doesn't mean the outer bands of a hurricane can't have an impact. And
Right.
red indicates winds sustained at close to 60 kilometers per hour.
These are going to continue all the way through the channel of the St. Lawrence and through the Maritimes as well. And as you mentioned, these are going to be sustained up to at least sustained. That's not even including the gusts. Now, as far as rainfall goes, you talk about the outer bounds again. As not necessarily, this is not Cristobal now. Remember, because this is really a two-act play here.
Right.
Cristobal off in the Atlantic, but we also have that low that continues to sweep. The same one that brought the thunderstorms through southern Ontario and then in through the St. Lawrence yesterday.
Okay, so thunder and lightning potentially later today.
Yep, exactly.
We've already seen it this morning, in fact. But let's talk about thunderstorm potential across the prairies.
As your temperatures, this is the big temperature drop we're talking about. 23 and down it goes.
Yes, and that's really your trend through the long weekend. And very similarly in St. John's, yesterday 24 degrees, today 13. Oh, that's tomorrow. 13 tomorrow, but 14 today.
17 on Saturday, and then the rain comes in. That's not going to make it feel any more pleasant. Toronto looking at a high of 22. Now, off to Chrissy with, I think, a little hoof on her face.
Family, perfect to have a little staycation in the city.
Oh! Wow. Well, it's not over yet.
I'm sorry, it's done. It's all gone.
The only reason I can laugh about that is because she walked in still laughing about it.
She really was okay. She said the deer would just not get her back up again. But your local forecast is coming up.
For your